If you're overwhelmed by headlines about Italian citizenship by descent changing, pause. It is still possible for many people, but the route may be different now. The biggest mistake I'm seeing is people panicking and doing step 7 before step 1. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a simple eligibility self-check you can do today, show you what route that usually points to, and tell you exactly what to do next without guessing. Ciao, I'm Alexis. I live in Italy and I applied for Italian citizenship in Italy, and I went through the part nobody prepares you for: the bureaucracy, the appointments, the requests, the paperwork loops, the this is missing one detail moment. I had to become extremely organized, and I learned how to collect Italian documents on the ground here and how to gather documents back in my home country, the United States. Now I work alongside lawyers and other professionals supporting clients through this process. My whole mission is to be the guide next to you, so you're not left confused and you're not wasting time or money doing things completely out of order. Quick disclaimer: this is educational, not legal advice. Citizenship cases can change based on one tiny detail, so use this as a clarity tool, then confirm your situation with a qualified professional. All right, here's what's changed for Jure Sanguinis. In 2025, there was a major legal shift, often referred to as Tajani Decree, Law 74, 2025. That essentially tightened who qualifies under the traditional Jure Sanguinis pathway through administrative channels, which is the consulate and the comune. That created real uncertainty for a lot of people, including myself, especially through those claiming through more distant ancestors. The key takeaway that I really want to emphasize is do not panic. Do not panic. It's time to figure out your eligibility so you can determine which route you could take. Think of this process in this order: eligibility, route, documents. Most people start with documents, and that's how they waste months and months and a lot of money. We're going to do a simple eligibility self-check right now. So go ahead and grab your phone, open the Notes app. I'm going to be asking you a couple of questions. Pause the video if you need. Question 1. Who is your Italian-born ancestor? Is it a parent, grandparent, great-grandparent, great-great-grandparent? Go ahead and write it down. Question 2. Was your parent or grandparent born in Italy? Under the new change, this one detail can dramatically affect whether the administrative path is still open for you. Question 3. Naturalization timing, the big one. Did your Italian ancestor naturalize in another country? You do not need to know all the details yet. It's just a lead to guide you in the right direction. Question 4. Is your line clean or complex? Complex flags include name discrepancies, missing records, unusual family circumstances, and the minor issue. If you have complexity, it does not mean a no. It means you need a more strategic plan. Question 5. Are you currently pending or have you already filed? If you already filed before the major changes, your strategy may be totally different than someone who is starting from scratch today. Based on those answers, here's what usually happens. If you have a parent or grandparent born in Italy, you may still have a clear administrative direction. If your claim is through a more distant ancestor and you've been impacted by the 2025 shift, you may need a court-based conversation. If you're unsure about naturalization timing, that's your first research mission. My biggest advice: do not order a bunch of documents yet. Wait until you've confirmed your eligibility and determined your pathway. Now, let's talk a little bit about routes. Traditionally, most people think administrative first. Consulate route, comune route, which is applying in Italy. But with the new restrictions, many people may not fit neatly into the administrative path anymore. And that's why the court route has become a real option for a lot of families. And I want to make this feel a little less scary. Court is not you versus Italy in a dramatic trial. It's a legal process where your attorney presents a well-prepared case, often built on documents that you gather yourself. In many situations, the best way to go about this is you do the organized document gathering. You prepare your case clearly, and you use the lawyer for the legal filing and representation. This can be significantly less expensive than paying someone to do everything for you. And on top of that, you stay informed instead of in the dark, and actually puts you ahead of the game because you will not be waiting on people to do the work because you'll be doing it yourself. Is court simple for everyone? Not always. Some cases are complex, but it's not something you should fear or avoid just because it has the word court in it. To make this easier, I include a free tracker that you can use to write down your direct lines, names, dates, locations, naturalization clues, so you're not holding all of this in your head and losing really important information. You can import all your genealogy notes into one place and bring it to a professional to confirm your direction. That is why I built Italian Citizenship Academy, because most people don't need more random information. They need the steps in order, in front of them, accessible anywhere, a tracker for everything, and a consistent place to ask questions when something changes. I learned quickly that in Italy, the process is less about knowing one trick and more about understanding the system and being prepared with the right documents at the right time. I've done the work of gathering records in Italy and coordinating records from abroad, so I understand both sides of the processes, Italian office and home country paperwork. And here's what my school community is for. It's not here to replace a lawyer or force you into one path. It's here to be a guide next to you, no matter how you do this. If you're doing it yourself, if you're working with a lawyer, or even if you're using an agency, but you want more clarity behind what is actually going on behind the scenes. All right, let's take a look about what is inside the academy. Inside the academy, you get the step-by-step roadmap, every detail you need to know in order, plus a place to ask questions so you're not left confused or waiting in the dark. All right, we are inside Italian Citizenship Academy. These are the specific step-by-step modules that you will follow as you are going along with your Italian citizenship journey. This program is specifically designed to be your GPS. So instead of guessing, spending hours and hours trying to piece things together, you follow a clear step-by-step path based on your situation. And we will go ahead and take a look into genealogy research. This specific module will take you step by step on how to find key information about your Italian ancestor in order to make decisions on eligibility and ordering documents. And then we will head here to the calendar. So this is going to be where there is a lot of support. I will be hosting 4 classes a week. So we'll start with the live Q&A. Every week we will have live Q&A with the questions that you submit to me, and we will go over anything that's keeping you stuck. Then I'm going to be hosting a how-to live workshop. So these are going to be very hands-on practical sessions where I take you step by step on specific things that could be blocking you or you're confused about. I show you exactly how to do it. And then we have the monthly Q&A with an Italian lawyer where you can ask educational questions and get to know a lawyer within this community. And then we have study hall. This is definitely optional, but it is a group that we all meet together for an hour and we just have a quiet co-working session together to actually make good and real progress. And then we have roots and reconnection. This will be based on life in Italy. And if you have any questions about integration, what it's like to live in Italy, and specifically reconnecting to your roots. So, what it means to reconnect to your roots in Italy as someone returning to their ancestors' land. All right, go ahead and comment below with your closest Italian-born ancestor, grandparent, great-grandparent, whatever is your case, whether you know their naturalization timing yet. Next video, I'll do a step-by-step on how to find naturalization clues fastest. Ciao, ci vediamo!